if you're here because you think there's some bombshell in here, as her lawyers were alluding to, oh, wait until everybody sees everything. And there's so much more going on here. Now we really see the target of everything, I think, really the linchpin for her lawsuit, the person that she went after. You're going to be sorely disappointed because if clickbait was an amendment, this is it. Okay, I cannot believe it.
What if I told you Blake Lively isn't just fighting Candace Owens in a legal battle, but that subpoena she issued could destroy her entire public image? From secret emails to connections with Taylor Swift's dad, this meltdown isn't just about lawsuits, it's about keeping secrets hidden. But here's the twist. Candace Owens isn't budging, and she's holding receipts that could crumble Lively's narrative completely. Want to know how Lively's plan backfired in front of the entire internet? Let's take you inside this celebrity showdown. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now, back to the video. So, Blake Lively issues a subpoena to Candace Owens, thinking she's about to uncover some damning secrets.
They're just girl bossing it. They're just like, wear your florals, we're gonna file an amendment. It's gonna be cute. So it's unbelievable. They are being so wildly manipulative and dishonest as they have been to the beginning of this entire process.
She wasn't asking for a few old emails either. This was a full-on treasure hunt. The subpoena demanded communications going back to May 2024, covering texts, emails, DMs, probably even those passive-aggressive Instagram captions. Lively's team seemed to think there was something explosive buried in Owens' inbox. But here's where it all went sideways. Owens fired back, refusing to comply, and not quietly either. She claimed something called reporter's privilege, saying she needed to protect her sources. Now, that might sound like a boring legal term, but in this case, it was brilliant.
Truly, that's what it is. It is a display of like a hyper stereotype of what it means to be a woman. That's how I felt, that they are literally mining clips on the internet, taking them out of context so that they can produce a narrative that reads like a script to us.
Owens managed to spin the situation, making it look like she was the noble journalist fighting to shield her informants. Meanwhile, Lively started looking like she was on a desperate witch hunt. And Owens? Oh, she had a field day mocking the subpoena. She didn't file a private objection, she turned it into entertainment for her audience. Tweets, posts, jabs. It was less of a courtroom drama and more like celebrity roast night. And let's talk about Lively's legal team for a second. Their strategy seemed...
Reading this, I was like, give me teeth, give me the facts. I don't care about the feelings. It just starts with straight feelings. The reason why she's setting this up is she says, now I have to take steps to protect innocent bystanders rather than exposing them to further harm, because she's now everybody understands what's happening here because they think we are so stupid, okay? I'm not gonna include them in here because I'm gonna protect them.
Let's call it ambitious. They wanted access to everything, and I mean everything. Text messages, private social media posts, emails. It's the kind of request that doesn't exactly scream confidence in court. Critics were quick to call this a fishing expedition, which is just a fancy way of saying they were swinging for the fences without actually knowing what they were looking for. Here's the kicker. Owens claims to have over 10,000 emails from whistleblowers, sources, and insiders. That's 10,000 potential ways for bad news to blow up in someone's face. One of those emails, just one, could be devastating for Lively. And instead of finding dirt on Owens, Lively's subpoena triggered a PR disaster.
But if you're here because you think there's some bombshell in here, as her lawyers were alluding to, oh, wait until everybody sees everything. And there's so much more going on here. Now we really see the target of everything, I think, really the linchpin for her lawsuit, the person that she went after. You're going to be sorely disappointed because if clickbait was an amendment, this is it. Okay, I cannot believe it.
The public wasn't talking about what Owens might have done. They were focused on how chaotic Lively's move was. And just when you think it can't get messier, Owens drops another clue, a possible connection to Taylor Swift's dad. Oh, this story is nowhere near over. Taylor Swift's dad, Scott Swift, somehow found his way into the swirling chaos of Blake Lively versus Candace Owens. And no, he didn't just accidentally wander into the mess holding a tray of cookies. According to Owens, Scott Swift is tangled up in what she called a brutal PR war against Blake Lively. Now, here's the million-dollar question. Why on earth would he get involved in this? The man is usually known for quietly supporting his daughter from the sidelines, not plotting celebrity takedowns. But if you believe Owens, there's more going on here than meets the eye. Lively's legal team didn't waste any time trying to chase down this claim. They're desperate to figure out who leaked critical information to Owens, and Scott Swift being in that mix is a wild twist, whether he's directly involved or not. To Owens, though, he isn't just a background player. He's a central figure in a Hollywood power struggle. She even called him the backstage general in the PR battle. If this isn't enough drama for you, she also suggested that Swift's meddling wasn't random. It was part of a larger campaign to support Justin Baldoni.
And the way that she executed her plan against Justin Baldoni by using the cast of characters around Justin Baldoni. The way that Justin Baldoni has represented himself in the past, really, we're just gonna set the stage as if they're writing a script.
Another celebrity embroiled in his own beef with Lively. Yes, that's right, this feud just got its own supporting cast. Owens didn't stop at just naming names either. She painted this as a classic Hollywood PR war, where alliances shift faster than red carpet trends and public perception is everything. Screenshots and leaked emails started popping up, feeding the rumor mill and giving her claims an extra dose of credibility. Think of it this way. What started as a legal battle now looks like a full-blown chess game, with even family members stepping in to move pieces around. And here's where it gets good. The internet? Forget focusing on Lively for a second. They're now spiraling into Swift family drama. Did Scott Swift really join this feud? Or is this just a PR shadowboxing match? Either way, Hollywood's alliances just got way more interesting. Blake Lively's attempt to silence Candace Owens didn't just fall flat. It lit up social media like a 4th of July barbecue gone wrong. The subpoena, meant to control the narrative, only made Lively appear desperate, while Owens used the opportunity to boost her own platform. In a world where anyone can leak receipts or craft a viral tweet, Lively's strategy showed just how risky it is to play games with public opinion. Owens hit the nail on the head when she said, "The truth, it's not coming. It's already here, and it has a voice." So, what's next?